Here we are on the lovely Carquinez again. I'm trying Tom's trick, which is why the camera's kind of from the side, leaning. And Tom, I gotta tell you, it works fine. It actually saves me about 2 inches of flotation. So, for one thing, that makes me believe that my idea of making a keel might help in these blustery winds that I'm normally sailing in. My only complaint is that it's a little hard on my back. Looking up, you can see that my Windex is up on top. I don't know if you really can, because I'm having to drive and trying to see this damn little LCD screen at the same time. It's blowing not too hard today, about 12 knots, and the gusts are hardly nothing. Okay, so it's pretty much a steady wind, which is what we like to see, what I like to see anyway, because it's the gusts that kill me around here. If you see further ahead, you see a few white caps. That it's going to be gusty right about there, and it's also going to get a lot wavier, and that's because that's where the tide is changing. I like to go out either at low tide or at high tide, so that I can go one direction with the tide and then come back with the tide again. And that works okay going toward that bridge you see back there, but it doesn't work quite as well going back, because the tide changes in the northerly direction first. But hey, you know, what the heck. Okay, big wave. Shit. I got wet, as you can see. You probably saw. Anyway, fortunately it's about 75 degrees out right now, and so I'm not too cold. Anyway, bye for now. Hi guys, I'm on the other tack now. We're going, see the telltale still, okay, and there's the spinnaker sitting out in front. That's the one I made. That little cove there is called Glen Cove. It's a little marina, but it's all silted up. Hard to get the boats in and out of there, but this boat doesn't have any trouble with it. As you can see, we're closer to the bridge now. Let's see, the wind has slowed down a little bit. It's probably about 8 knots, maybe 6. Just a beautiful day. The water is flat over here now that we're out of the zone where it's changing tide. Basically, it's just a joy to sail this boat when the wind is like this. And the water is flat. It's a great boat for this kind of day. Now, unfortunately, I don't get many of these kinds of days in the summer. So, anyway, I'm working on that. I'll take another picture once we're going downwind and with the spinnaker up. Here's the bridge I've been aiming at. This bridge is about 7 miles away from where I launch. It's taken me a little over an hour to get here. Maybe an hour and 10, 15 minutes. I'm being dragged through, apparently, with the wind, or the current helping me quite a bit, which means it's still ebbing a little bit here. This is good for me. I may not have to tack to get around this pylon here. I may. We'll see. It's going to be tight. Okay, here we are coming from the other side of this bridge. By the way, the one straight above you is the suspension bridge at the same spot, but you haven't had much of a chance to see that. Going downwind on spinnaker. Doing fine. No hoo-hoo. Apparently I am still going against the current, which is why I'm just slowly getting across. The wind's a little bit from the north instead of straight west today, so we'll find out how we do. I'm going to go toward the shallows that you see over that direction, and then try to stay in there until the tide changes for sure. Bye. Still going downwind. Spinnaker's trimmed pretty good. Mainsail's trimmed pretty good. And look at what I get to share the water with. He's honking. I mean, he's not really making noise like honking. I mean he's going fast. The blue ocean. By the way, the Carquinez bridge is back there now. I thought you might like to see the dock. This is where I launch and retrieve from. This is the launch ramp, but I don't use that. I just walk it down this big run walkway and then dump it in over here at the corner, and then get in and make sure all the boards are down, and then paddle off. When I come back, I just pull it up onto the dock like this so that it's not going to go anywhere. Sometimes I leave it in if it's really windy, and I'll tie it to one of these things so that it doesn't float away. Most of the time, though, the wind is coming toward me here at this dock, so it's pretty safe to leave it while I go get the dolly.